Morning, everybody. Welcome back to May's Happy Table. This morning, I'm going to be baking a ham. I'm going to be baking almost a 10-pound shank portion ham. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to bake the ham. First off, I'm going to get the ham washed up and baked. But I'm going to also show you I'm going to put a glaze on this ham. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that you need to make it glazed for the ham. Okay? You're going to need 2 cups of brown sugar. You're going to need some maraschino cherries. I hope I said that right. And you're going to need 1 can of sliced pineapples. If you have a smaller can and you don't want that many pineapples on, feel free to use it. Okay, and then you're going to need some ground ginger. Whatever type of ginger that you have, you can use. And I got a little cooking spray that I always spray in my pan first. But if you don't have the cooking spray, you don't put anything in there at all, that's fine. Or you can just put your little light coating of vegetable oil. You really don't have to, because this ham is going to render up a lot of juices and stuff to it. But it's just something I do for extra. Okay, I'm going to get ready to show you how I rinse my ham off and get it placed in my baking dish. First off, just get your ham out of the package. The reason I hold it over the sink like this, because a lot of time you have those juices in there and they make for a mess, so I just always put it over the sink. Now this ham has fat on it, and during the cooking process, this skin, this is the skin and the fat and all. I always wait till my ham is cooked, and before I when I go in sometime to glaze it, and then maybe not, I just when I get ready to slice it up, that's when I remove this skin and the excess fat on it. Because I'm not very good at slicing up. I have to get my husband to slice the ham and everything for me. So that's the reason I'm not going to show you that process. But I'm pretty sure everybody know how to slice the ham to get it ready to eat. So I just take some warm water. And I just wash Mr. Porky Pig off, rinse it off real good. Using my hands. I know everybody, when you go in the kitchen to cook, if you're old enough to cook, you know to have your hands clean at all times. Make sure they clean. And if it's a little kid, don't get it exactly clean. And if it's something that's going to be cooked, God will take care of them germs. But I like to take my hand and just wash all over it like that. Just seems like you can feel any types of impurities or little grits. Or my hand just acts like a device, a mechanism, or whatever, to tell me when it's clean or something that don't really need to be on there. Okay, feels pretty good. Just let it drain here a second, and I'll take me a couple of paper towels, and I just sort of pat it dry. Not pat it dry, just kind of pat some of the excess water off. Like I say, you're not gonna need to worry about that too much, because these hams is full of water. I don't know how they get it up in there, but once you bake one, you'll see a ton of liquids of water or juices or whatever you want to call it. Okay, my pan is already been washed. And like I said, I'm gonna spray a little light coating of this vegetable oil on there. Don't want to spray like that. Come on. Get with me. I always try to make sure you get a big enough pan to accommodate the size of your ham, and to make sure it's deep enough to you know, collect the juices that gonna be coming out of it. Sometimes I bake it like this, but if my pan don't permit, I'll turn it over and bake it like this. All of this is just fine. You'll learn that it's no big deal. Okay, not gonna put anything on this ham. Not gonna put any water or anything down in the pan. I'm just gonna put it in there just like so. Okay, I'm gonna take some foil. And I'm just kind of loosely wrapped. I don't want that little old bone portion right there, the shank part of it, to pierce my aluminum foil. You'll have to have enough of it to cover it and make sure the sides of it is secure up under there. Okay, this ham is ready for the oven. I got the oven on 325, and starting out, I'm gonna bake it for 90 minutes. That's an hour and a half. Okay, but let me tell you, after that hour and a half, you're gonna go in and take your ham out. And be very careful with this hot and all that. Whichever way you find a comfortable way to drain your ham, if you feel more safer or secure with just taking your ham out and draining the juices or whatever. Because I leave very little juices in there once I drain it. I may leave maybe about a half a cup. But you're going to need to drain the juice off of it. And that's when you're going to come in and put the glaze on it. And once you put that glaze on it, you're gonna need to cook it for another hour. Just about to put it for another hour. So I never have tested these with a thermometer. Let me put it in the stove and then I'll tell you what I'm fixing to say. Let me cut my oven on so I can see what I'm doing. I put it on this middle right. This is about the way that I keep my rice in my oven anyway, because normally I don't do any baking down on that bottom rack. I may use it for warming up or keeping something warm if I done fix a lot of dishes or having company over. I may use it just to keep stuff warm. But you see, I pushed it all the way back in the center. And like I say, they're gonna do it for 1.5 hours. Then I'm gonna come back and drain some of that excess juice off of there. Because once you bake your ham, you're gonna see that there's a lot of water and stuff on it. And drain it all off. You can drain it all off, or you can leave maybe about a half a cup, which is not very much, of the juices to kind of keep a little of that salty taste in there. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do next is get ready to make up my glaze, which is very easy. And I'm gonna put my oven right now on medium. Okay, before we start the process of getting that glaze ready, I'm gonna wash my hand real good. Even though that ham is fully cooked, anytime you handling meat and stuff like that, always make sure you wash your hands before you go touching on anything. Normally I always do that, but I'm trying to be conscious of the videotaping. I'm new to the YouTube world. I'm learning, but I got good intentions, so I know God will be in the midst. I'm trying to teach, not teach, I'm trying to show some of the younger cooks that I'm trying to wait. I'm talking to you while I'm letting my burner get heated up. Trying to show some of the younger cooks. Let me throw this in the garbage. How to do things they may want to do for their new family, or they get ready to try to get them a husband. They always say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So let me tell you, young ladies in your late 20s and 30s, you better get busy in that kitchen, because if he's a single guy around your age, he about done had enough of that restaurant type of eating and that eating out fast food. So get ready to learn you some dishes, some quick and easy and delicious dishes. Okay, I think my stove I done heated up enough. The first thing I'm gonna do is open this can. I might not have said it earlier when I was talking to you. But these are sliced pineapples. It's easy to open. Usually to tell you how hot it is when you get ready to drain this liquid over there. Oh yeah. Perfect. Just put them over your saucepan. Just spoon. Right on in with your brown sugar. There's several types of glaze you can make for your ham, so you don't have to be, you know, just restricted to this type of glaze. Because sometimes I make different types of glazes. I may take this and add some orange juice to it, or some orange slices. If I'm in a little experimenting mood. So like I say, you got to prepare your meals and fix your food according to your tastes. Once you learn the basics of cooking, and you get that concept of what it's all about how long meats need to cook, and your liquid contents and stuff in it, you're gonna come up with a lot of your own little techniques as to how to do things. It's my stove. You ain't acting up here, little stove. I need to turn up a little bit more. Okay, just gonna let that brown sugar dissolve. Oh yeah, you're gonna also need some toothpicks. You're gonna need some toothpicks to secure your pineapples and your cherries on your ham when you get ready. Once it finished, when you get ready to glaze and put it back in the oven, and make sure your pineapples and stuff get cooked up and glaze it. Get it glazed real good. Now all I'm doing is just showing you how I mix this glaze up, but keep in mind this is gonna cook an hour in the oven on top of your ham when I put it on it. Let me show you. And oh yeah, I'm about to forget. Let's see. I couldn't find my measuring spoon. I think this is a half a teaspoon. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, because I want to put a whole teaspoon of this ginger in there. Now if you don't like the flavor of ginger, which I love it, you do not have to put that on here. You can find you whatever your favorite spices is. It ain't no hard serious rule to this cooking game. is what you like, as long as you don't leave out the main thing. If you, what I mean about that, if you got a cooking dish that requires, a recipe that asks for, that's 1 teaspoon of the ginger, that requires you to have basil or something like that in, and you're like, oh, I just can't take basil. Well, you leave it out. Long as you're not leaving out the chicken, the main character in the plate, you fine. All that other little stuff, some of it you can substitute with. And I have this thing, my friends really laugh at me about it when something calls for like a little 1/4 of a teaspoon or 1/8 of a teaspoon. I said, girl, leave that out. Forget that. That ain't even gonna be enough to make a difference. They just trying to make it extra and make it seem different from all the rest of the recipe. You ain't gotta put that in there. And when she listens to this video, she gonna die laughing. Right, Mary? She will die laughing when I said, no, you ain't gotta put that. Ain't no sense in going spending no $4 or $5 on something. All you gonna get out of it is a 1/8 of a teaspoon. So I will keep this on low and just let it heat up for maybe about 5 minutes, and then just let it sit there until it's time to glaze your ham. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if either you can subscribe to this channel, and whenever I'm putting out a new video, you hit that notification button that'll let you know. But you can always drop me a comment, because like I say, I am new to the YouTube business, and I might be done forgot to tell you something, and I definitely don't want you to mess up a dish. So drop me a comment, because I'll be checking my comments and